Hi everyone, it's Lauren from Crafty Hippie. I'm going to be making a Christmas card today. I'm going to be using the Waterfront stamp set. It's not traditionally a Christmas set, but I'm going to be using the trees and the mountains. I'm going to be relying on winter woods to make it a bit more Christmassy, and I'm going to use the sentiment "Thinking of You this season" from that set. So this is completely off the bat. Off the cuff. I haven't made this card before. It's an idea I've had in my head and I thought I'll just make it straight off. I have pre-cut my card. I've got some Whisper White cardstock, some Call Me Clover, which is the green, and some basic black. You could replace the Call Me Clover with a shade of red or even an embossed piece. There's some trees there from the Woodland Textured Impressions embossing folder. I always get that name wrong, but if you've been following my blog or my videos, then you know that that's one of my favourite pieces of kit. I'll put all the comments or links in the comment box below, and yeah, I'm just gonna get stamping. I might not talk the whole way through because I'm gonna have to concentrate, and yeah, let's see how we get on. So I'm going to use some smoky slates for the mountains in the background. I'm not entirely sure how high up to do this, but we're just going to give it a try. Now, the thing I love about the Waterfront stamp set is you can't really ever get it wrong. It's absolutely fantastic. You can just layer up the images, and the result you get is always lovely. If you've got the Stampin' Up catalogue, you can find that on page 149. It's a photopolymer set, and there is 16 stamps in that set. So as you can see, where I haven't put my stamp, I haven't stamped it first once I've put it on, and there's a bit of a gap there, but to be honest, it really doesn't matter with this set. It's so nice. Because it's like a watercolour style set, there's no right or wrong. That's what I love about it. It's a bit creaky. So I just used some black there for the trees. Actually, I'm going to use some black for the for some splodges below, just to add some texture. I'm not going to press very hard, and I'm going to double stamp so that some of them are lighter. Wondering whether to add just a bit more. What I might do is, to make this a little bit more Christmassy, I might add some snow. Not sure yet whether to do that in silver embossing powder or white. I am going to use some metallic silver thread, so I'm thinking maybe some silver embossing powder might sort of tie that in. Although white snow would be obviously work and be probably preferable, but I want the silver to show up. So I'm wondering if I should put any sort of yellow lights on the trees, or whether that would look silly because of the mountains. I'm just going to clean this stamp. I actually really like doing cards sort of being filmed, doing them live, and not having my design actually set, because it does make me think that little bit harder. I think when I've got all the time in the world, I never really get to a conclusion. So, okay. Now we could do the sentiment in embossed as well, couldn't we? I think I'm going to do the sentiment in black. And again, I could line this up, I could use a tool to make sure this is straight, but I'm just going to sort of do this and hope for the best. Where shall we put this? Let's have a look. I think we're going to put it off to the left, and let's just hope that I get this right and it's not really wonky. Oh, had a bit of a mistake there. Again, I haven't pressed my stamp on. This is where the stamp apparatus would come in handy, but I'm going to carry on because, you know, you'll get the drift. So I'm going to put some gems over there anyway, I think, some pearls or something. Okay, so let's get the Versamark out. Let's add some snow. Why not? I'm going to just do it over the tree line, I think, underneath the sentiment. I'm going to just leave it at that. Can't see what I've done there, but I'm just going to trust in the process. I am really annoyed by that. Just thinking what I can cover it up with. Oh well, let's see what happens when we do this. I'm going to do silver. I decided to go with a black sentiment because actually sometimes monochrome's quite nice. Ooh. Flick that off, that's quite cute. Do you know what, I might actually do that sentiment again on a separate bit of card and raise it up. What do we think? I think that'll be a good idea. Right, let's get the snow set. I actually really like that. I'm wondering if I should put a layer of snow on it actually, using this one here. Yay, let's do that. So, find myself another block. Probably. Let's have a look. Let's put it on that big one. Let's make sure that that's stuck on this time. What do we think? Is that going to work? Yeah, well, let's give it a try. It's a bit thick, but we'll see. And then maybe we'll just put another, totally ad-lib in this. It's one of those days. My words don't work, my hands don't work. Well, that's most days anyway, but I'm just going to go with it today. Probably didn't need to shake quite so much out, but there we go. Oh, that's nice. Just really disappointed about the sentiment because I'm going to raise that up and it's going to really annoy me. Just trying to think what we can do about that. You would think by now that I would check, wouldn't you? Check what my new stamp was like. I've not used that one before. And check as well that it's stuck on properly. Never mind. Well, I could retake this and you know, make this perfect and do it again, but that wouldn't be real stamping, would it? So let's correct this. Let's find some scrap card. I'm going to have to stand up for this. Oops, there goes my stool from under my feet. Okay, so I need to find, I'm going to find a piece that fits. Yeah, it's going to really bug me, but let's do it. And then once we put the thread on and stick it all together, hopefully I'm actually recording as well. It did make a funny noise, but okay, so let's give this another go. That's better. Thinking of you this season. Perfect. So now I just need to make sure that I don't smudge it when I cut it. So let's do that side first. I could heat it with my heat gun, but it might curl a little bit if I do that. Oops. So let's see, is that straight? Sorry if you can see the top of my head. Is that going to be big enough to cover up the problems? Yes. And that looks much better. Okay, let's do it. Let's go with it. So I need to find some dimensionals. If you're not aware, I've just moved house. My craft area is actually smaller than the one I was in before, so I've had to do a lot of sort of moving stuff around. I'm still getting used to where everything is. So we've been here just over a week, and I'm absolutely exhausted because, as you can imagine, having Emmy and moving house is quite a lot of work. So yeah, still don't quite know where everything is in my craft cupboard. Put these away. So I've got some Stampin' dimensionals. Apart from the mistake, doesn't that look lovely? I was going to maybe put some little yellow lights on the trees, but I don't think I will. So let's just... Now this is really good for me being impromptu like this, because usually I'd get quite upset that I'd fluff this and be really frustrated, but I cannot be bothered to actually get that worked up today. So let's pop that on there. You could mount that in another colour as well if you wanted. I'm just going to keep it plain, and let's get some metallic thread. Now this is the bit I usually struggle with because my hands don't quite do what they should. So this will be the bit that's tricky. Oops. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? Ah. Oh, I've already cut it, that's why. I didn't think I'd gone through that. So I just use a little bit of washi tape to keep my thread all done up, because it does uncurl really easily. So there's a little sort of trick there. And I'm just going to wrap this around a few times. So all the products I'm using at the moment are current, so you can buy those from Stampin' Up. So if you want to make this exact same card, you can do so. I will put all the links in the comments below, as I said earlier. And there'll be a blog post on my blog as well. So you can use the search facility to find whatever you're looking for. So you can just put in Waterfront stamp set. God, I'm losing my voice as well today. Okay, so here's the tricky bit, tying the bow. Can she do it? Oh, just about. Just about. And actually, the little bits of thread are sort of all at an angle, but I really like that. So let's... I'm actually wondering at all now if I want the green. I might make that even smaller, that bow. What do we think? trim that a little bit. Hopefully I don't trim the main part of the thread, otherwise it'll all unravel. Right, so thinking of you this season. I think that's really lovely. And you could just put that on a black one. I mean, that looks really nice, doesn't it? Actually, I think the green's nice too. Okay. I haven't stamped in such a long time. It's lovely. So as always, you can find me over at www.craftyhippie.co.uk. Have I done that straight? Oh, not too bad. And there we have it, a lovely Christmas card using the non-Christmas Waterfront set. I do hope you'll subscribe using the little button in the bottom corner, and thanks for watching today. See you soon.